camping.
We're at Smoky Mountain National Park again. Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Because it is great.
Because it's great.
It is great.
And we're on the river again. And we've met 2 dogs. There's a road back there. Hannah's met 3 dogs. And we have an Airstream neighbor. But yeah, we came up here, we weren't planning to, but we came up here because it's 96 degrees around like Gatlinburg. So we ran to the mountains as fast as possible.
And it's like 12 to 15 degrees colder already.
And in the spirit of tradition, what have you prepared for us?
Oh gosh, more fried rice. Because it's the only thing I know how to make in bulk that won't go bad.
Like 2 gallons worth.
It's a lot of fried rice. It's for the next 3 days though.
So we're gonna eat straight out of the container. You don't want to see this. What's for breakfast?
I can't decide. I know that I should have something.
Toilet paper.
Yes, toilet paper. Much better. I know I should have something kind of healthy, but we have Popeyes and there's strawberry with frosting. And we're gonna hike, so I feel like it's.
Yeah, put those simple sugars to use. Right?
I'll eat the chip.
And you know, we gotta have our coffee, but our camp stove is in Florida, so everything.
Which is why we're making fried rice in bulk and not cooking at the campsite.
And why we're not making coffee.
And we're too cheap to buy another camp stove.
It's not cheap, it's frugal. So it's Thursday morning. I slept well.
I slept really well.
Yeah, we just had a nice night's sleep in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Today we're doing, what is it, Alum Cave?
Alum Cave.
Alum?
Alan!
So we're going to do that, and then we're going to find another campsite. So
In Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the plan for today, and we'll take you along with us. We're here at Baloney Point. And
Is it Maloney Point?
It's very beautiful. We keep waiting for the parking lot to clear out so that we can move the Jeep and take an epic picture, but people keep pulling in, so...
Because it's so beautiful.
We'll see. We are headed to our hike, and this road, I'll have to check the map and see what it is, but so beautiful. It's probably the closest thing to the west that we've encountered back on the east coast so far, but yeah. We are nearing the end of the, what is it, Alum?
Alum?
Alum. Alum! Cave Bluffs hike, which is why we're sweating and out of breath, but...
Because the last mile is all uphill.
Yeah,
Steep uphill.
Yeah, the first mile to the arch that you saw, it's really easy, follows
walk.
follows the river the whole time. But from there it's pretty steep. But we're not even at the top. And like, look how beautiful that is. So
All of those clouds.
we're gonna go see how pretty it is at the top. Hopefully it exceeds our expectations. You tired?
We're literally in a cloud.
We're at campground number 2, which is Smoky Mountain Campground. It's on the southern side of the park. So tomorrow we're heading south into Nantahala National Forest. But for now, we're eating dinner in the Jeep because there are a lot of bugs out.
It's a much lower elevation than our last campsite, so it's buggier. Luckily, it's not much hotter because it's a pretty like cloud-covered day, but it's so much buggier.
Not quite fall enough yet for the bugs to be gone, but soon.
Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap.
It's Friday morning. We are getting around here at camp in the national park before we head down to like Franklin, North Carolina area. People in the southeast look at you weird if you're using a camera. So we're headed down to Franklin area today. We're gonna actually hit some trails in the Jeep, hopefully. We're doing a hike that Hannah's wanted to do for years now, and then we're meeting up with some family to camp again tonight. So it should be a pretty exciting day. First, we have to go into town because we have some deadlines and we need internet to turn those things in. So we have to do a little work first, but then hopefully a Jeep adventure. So stay tuned. This morning we stopped at Franklin Coffee and Yogurt. Yeah. To do some work and use some Wi-Fi and stuff because we've been 2 days without service. Then we got lunch at one of our favorite spots around here, which is called Fat Buddies. If you ate there every day, you would be fat, buddy. So it's delicious. Highly recommend.
Don't judge us on the name. It's really good.
It really is.
Really good.
And now we're at Standing Indian Campground in the Nantahala National Forest. We're meeting up with some family tonight to camp, but right now we're going to do a hike that's been on our bucket list since we first came to this campsite.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
It's the white whale, is what I told Riley earlier, because every time we're in this area, we say we're going to do this hike, and we never do this hike. So we're finally doing it.
And we're keeping with the trend of weird names because the hike is called Pickens Nose. So it's supposed to be beautiful. It's not that long, and there's like a nice gravel forest road to get there. So we're pretty excited, and you'll see us on the trail. We're lost. Send help. We took a turn because we were exploring, because that's what we do. And we reached a dead end because all of the roads up here are closed, like that.
Every single one. Every single side road is closed.
So if you're ever wondering what's happening to, you know, lands that are supposed to be open to the public, that's what's happening.
They're all closed now.
So get out there and be proactive.
Because they're going to close.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the white whale eludes us again.
Again, it escaped again.
3 years and we haven't done this one hike we were talking about.
So we're going to come back again and do it for real next time. But we did have a really nice drive. We got to explore some little roads that we didn't know existed. even if the ones that we wanted to take were closed. I'll actually show you on Gaia all the roads that we passed that were closed, that I had kind of scouted out and mapped out as potential routes that we couldn't take. So we're a little bit disappointed, but we're happier with this view than we are disappointed with all the road closings. So this is our map on Gaia of all the roads I wanted to take versus the roads that are actually open. So these orange paths that you see are all primitive roads or unmaintained roads that are supposed to be open, and we had kind of plotted out a course from east to west using those roads. So far the only one that has been open is the one that we're on right now, and that one is closed halfway up. The green path that you see sporadically is the main forest road, which we knew would be open because there's a couple of hikes off of it. But all these little offshoots, even the ones that we don't have mapped out, so here, 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 all over the place, those are all closed. So again, be proactive. Get out there and use the land.
There they are.
Oh boy.
Oh, I got my puppy. Oh, there we go. Come here. What's that thingy?
Hey.
Finley, come here. What's that thingy? That's just a little pop-up shelter. Hi.
I missed you. Everly, what's it like to have a heart that big? Seriously.
Good luck. I'm great. I'm great. Whoa, Daddy, how did you do that?
Touch it.
And they're camping. We're like near the end of it. And
Is your hot dog yummy? Yeah?
Yeah, mine is too.
Oh, I bet it is, Finny. I didn't forget you. So last night we stayed at Standing Indian Campground with my brother-in-law and two nieces. And now we are in a tiny town just west of there, and we just picked up coffee for everyone. And the only coffee is Starbucks inside a grocery store. So we can make memes out of ourselves now. Overlanders with Starbucks. So we are back in Tennessee, which means our camping trip is over. We're doing a hike just outside of Chattanooga called Glen Falls Trail. It's supposed to be pretty short, but so far it's been incredibly beautiful, which you will see. But after this hike, that's pretty much a wrap for this video. We're gonna start trying to post a little more regularly again, maybe once every 2 weeks or so. So tune in for the next video, which, hint hint, might be gladiator based. So if you're interested in that, stick around. But for now, let's go on this hike.
wow.
Alright guys, we just crossed the water. There's no water. There is no waterfall. I think there was a waterfall once, but it's entirely dried up.
Okay, so a month ago there was a waterfall. We just hiked about, what, like a mile and a half in, mile and a half out?
Yeah, 3.
There's no water, it's all dried up. So, for whatever reason, I don't know if there's like a dam or if it's just seasonal, but there's no waterfall. But at least the hike was pretty, so
So don't hike this in September.
on to the next.